I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Now here's Covington. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. So it's the Clippers now. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Graham.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Clippers call time here. The Clippers on D. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Covington. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, an athletic play by Covington. Running hard to stay ahead on the fast break.
And here's Morant outside. Paul George pulls down the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
That's good from Covington on the assist by George. Covington's got his second basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those 2 together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 5. Leonard can't get it to go.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And stolen by Covington. Leonard finds George. Kicks it out to Westbrook. George outside. Back to Covington. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Jackson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And Westbrook slams it home.
Giving the crowd what they want. Westbrook leaps for the dunk with reckless abandon. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's George. Got it. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Here's Morant after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. The three is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
George for 3, on target from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Brooks. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Leonard outside. Picked by Covington. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
And the Clippers have possession after the basket by Memphis. George, no good. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Covington passes to Westbrook. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Morant. Had the space there, but it's offline. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And so it's Memphis with it. 5-point lead, biggest of the game.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Leonard on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
It's tipped. Pass to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. The 3, George. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Bain, the pass to Adams. Brooks with it. Left side, Morant. George with it. Give him 8. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. He nails it, and we're tied. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
The focus, the balance. George doesn't back down from converting these challenging buckets.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Brooks. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Timeout called. Memphis.
Timeout call for Memphis.
Grizzlies on D. Leonard outside. There's a minute 40 left in the second period. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Now here's Morant. Oh, what a jam! Incredible thunder finish!
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow.
George against Bain. George drives in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with a foul.
Tillman's checked in for Memphis. George hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Jackson can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Westbrook outside. Out to Leonard. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First one falls for him. He does not get the second one. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Tillman. Here's Brooks. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brooks has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Westbrook outside. Plumlee, a screen on Morant. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Westbrook. Here's George. Out to Leonard. Good work defensively by Brooks. Now here's Bain. And he slams it in one-handed.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Trust Westbrook to spot those holes in the defense, picking up an easy dime off a wide.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Luke Kennard out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward. Here's Highland. That three's off the mark. And the Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor so far. Jones, the pass to Clark.
Grizzlies foul. Brandon Clark. First personal foul.
The Clippers in the lead.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
The three hits a three-pointer. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Pass to Highland. Now Zubats. And it's blocked by Clark. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. Powell outside to the left wing. To the right side. And stolen by Williams. Jones finds Kennard. Here's the three. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. From outside the arc. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Timeout called. Memphis. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. Drops in the three. Conchar's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Batum, the pass to Powell. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Such a wide-open look.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Pass to Conchar for three. Outside, Williams. Shot on the wing. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Highland. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Williams finds Jones. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Kennard. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Timeout call, the Grizzlies. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Powell. Paul George, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Westbrook in for Highland. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And stolen by Covington. George, a deep three. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles. Pass to Brooks. They need this. Sends it home from three-point land. Brooks has got 6.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
George outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Desmond Bane.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
George hits them both. Here's Morant. He's got 15. From deep, the long distance three is buried. He's got 18.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Out to Leonard. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard finds Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
And so it's Los Angeles looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Drills it from deep.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Leonard with a screen on Morant. Westbrook with it. Checked by Brooks. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
George outside. Westbrook against Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball. Slam it with ease.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Leonard passes to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Over to the wing. Adams finds Morant. Pulls it. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Oh, yikes, not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
George passes to Zubac. Lays it up and bangs it in. Zubac has got his first basket.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Bain, the pass to Moran. Pass to Brooks. There's the three. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
3 points.
Moran's got 4 assists in the game.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Leonard with a screen on Moran. Right side, Covington. For 3, George. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Covington passes to George. 1:44 left in the fourth. And the basket by Leonard.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Moran. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Zubac.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Moran has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Bain against George. Pass to Covington. Up top, George. And the jam by George.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Jackson finds Morant. Out to the wing. Back to Jackson. Outside Bain. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Westbrook. Pass to George. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for the...
matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Paul passes to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul.
How about that? Devin Booker says anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books.
Zubats with the screen for Westbrook. The pass to Zubats. Up top, Leonard. The shot from the low post is good. Leonard's got 5 now.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
Paul finds Booker. Shoots from the high post. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Zubats, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
For 3, Booker. He's off on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Clock at 4. George, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Ayton, and he banks in the layup.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Leonard. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
No one covered.
It's the height, it's the quick release, it's the soft touch. Kevin Durant is elite offensively.
And here's George for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Russell Westbrook off his feet in a hurry. Woo-hoo, nicely done.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. They trail by 1. To the middle, here's Durant, and there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. George finds Westbrook, and here's Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Leonard's got 10.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Outside for George. Back to Westbrook to the inside. Plumlee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on 8.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Outside, KD. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Gentlemen, if you go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Clippers leading by 3. Right side, George. Here's Leonard. And he uses the glass on the way. And that's 12 points for Leonard.
But Kawhi understands that the team relies on him for consistent productivity.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Suns trail by 5. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kicks it out to Booker. Misses the 3. Clippers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Westbrook, defended by Paul. Westbrook dishes to Plumlee. Good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
George with the screen on Paul. Outside, George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
That was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
Paul kicks to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Paul. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. KD on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Durant with it. George picks him up, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On defense, the Clippers leading by 5. Passes it to Paul. Out to KD. No good from outside. And stolen by Ayton. KD on the wing. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Westbrook passes to Covington. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Phoenix calls timeout. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Good on the shot. Plumlee's got 6.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
And Booker kicks the ball to the wing on the left. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker finds Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
Leonard with no one around. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 5. High post, KD. Leonard's there. KD sets the pick for Paul. Outside for KD. Drives to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to
At the line for 2.
Previous play is under review.
personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
What we know about Kevin Durant is this is a seasoned veteran who is so comfortable in his own skin. For Kevin Durant, it's about the purity of the game and the competition.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Here's Paul. He goes up again. And Booker kicks to Paul. Dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
George passes to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks it out to Booker. Fires the 3. The rebound by Paul George. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Paul penetrating out to the right wing. Kogi inside the 3-point line. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
Your Clipper, 27. The Suns, 26.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Powell is out there with Batum. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
The Suns leading. Now, here's Shamet. Here's Baisley. Good on the triple. Baisley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, the stroke on Baisley's shot keeps getting better. He's turning himself into a real threat.
Here's Highland. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And stolen by Gordon. Powell dishes to Gordon. Back to Powell. Kicks it to Gordon. Batuma's screen on Ross. And again, no good by the Clippers. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And the pass to Baisley. Lock at 6. Ross passes to Landale. Not going to go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Shamet with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Ross. Back to Shamet. Phoenix calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Pass to Landale. Inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
And the Clippers call time here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Westbrook against Paul. Right side George. Leonard with the ball. KD's on him. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Suns leading by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Phoenix calls timeout. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Westbrook against Paul. Booker out to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
It's just such confidence when Kevin Durant gets into that mid-range jumper. Like, forget about it, defense. It's over.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Westbrook surveying the D. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. And he makes good on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
52 seconds left in the third. Outside for George. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Paul. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can
The previous play is under review.
that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double-checking, and the game continues on. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. Paul. No dice on the putback jam. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of the... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 6. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Covington, a screen on Booker. George. Basket counts. George has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 6.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
And George kicks to Leonard. Wants to get it to Westbrook and does. Outside for George. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. Suns leading by 6. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Paul dishes to KD. Driving in, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Pass to Leonard. The dish to Westbrook. Outside for George. Zubac, a screen on Booker. George passes to Zubac. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Durant kicks to Booker. Fires from deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it. Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. The three from George. Rebound by Okogie.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Over in the corner, Paul. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Shot from free throw range. And Covington sends it back. The three from George. No good that time. Suns leading by 4. Ball outside. Outside for Durant. Takes it inside. And KD throws it down.
Now, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
George passes to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on 8. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. Leonard hits them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Now Paul. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot from 12. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
George finds Zubac. It counts. And the foul. Ayton. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And Phoenix making a change here. Landale's checked in. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. Westbrook against Paul. It's good.
Well, the IQ is just at the top of the NBA game. Chris Paul so smart at getting to his spots.
On the wing, Booker from downtown. Doesn't go for him. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George with the screen on KD. Leonard dishes to George. And the Clippers miss again. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar. And it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for the Grizzlies, Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Paul against Morant. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Uncovered. Count that one.
Love watching Chris work in that mid-range area. Does a great job of carving out space for his shot.
Outside Morant. Outside Payne. Outside for Brooks. From downtown. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
You can run. Run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big-game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Now here's Ayton. Outside Paul. 6 to shoot. The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Accurate from deep. Durant's a gifted shooter. One of the best we've ever seen.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Pass to Ayton. The kick to Durant. And here's Booker. Puts it up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
What else is new? Booker, one of the best shot makers in the game. Still underrated in some circles.
Morant with it. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bane. From behind the arc. Drains the triple.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Bane against Booker. Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Oh, he's way off from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Now here's Booker. 4-3. Booker missing again. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Pass to Paul. Okogie on the wing. No good! Had a chance to end the run there. On the wing, Brooks. The 3-ball. The shot misses, and Phoenix will come the other way. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And that one's good. Paul.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Let's go with a 3. Morant, the pass to Adams. Counted.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Booker against Bane. The kick out to Paul. On the wing, Durant. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bane. Booker, the pass to Durant. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Memphis leading. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Morant outside, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the three a little bit more.
Booker against Bane. Outside Durant. Here he goes. And Durant with the big finish.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Three-pointer, Brooks. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with us. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Brooks from outside, good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Paul passes to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Greg. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Outside Morant. Fires the 3. They get it back. Adams, the pass to Morant. Jackson against Paul. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Paul, shot is off. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
Phoenix calls timeout. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Paul against Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Now here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Ayton, a screen on Bane. For 3, Booker. Suns keep it alive. Here's Durant. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Fires from deep. Okogie's shot is off. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Bane. Pass to Jackson. High arcing shot. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Booker with it. Guarded by Morant. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Okogie. The 3 is up.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Brooks finds Bane. Ooh, ripped away. And here's the fast break. Trying to get back on. Oh, that was something else. Wow.
When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Adams. Ayton passes to Booker. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Payne against Ayton. Payne, the pass to Adams. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
Phoenix calls timeout. 55 seconds left in the first half. Morant against Paul. The kick to Durant. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. 5 to shoot. From deep. Durant, it's good on the putback. Durant's got 12 points.
Woo, the reach of Kevin Durant, using his incredible wingspan to take advantage on the offensive glass.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by...
Your Grizzlies, 32. The Suns, 21.
Ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Luke Kennard out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Williams in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Tillman. Pass to Conchar. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Baisley. Well, the Suns shooting only 36% so far in this game. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Shamet. Pass to Baisley. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Memphis has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Warren, the pass to Ross. 5 on the clock. Into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
And so he makes both from the line.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Kennard outside. Back to Jones. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Kennard. Here's Tillman. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Both shots good from the strike. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Ross. Pass to Warren. Here's Baisley. Pulls it from the corner. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Rebounding oftentimes comes down to effort. How about Warren refusing to be outworked?
Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Kennard. Buries it from 3. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here's Ross. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the inside. And the basket by Tillman. Tillman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Timeout called, the Suns. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Some changes for Phoenix. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Durant with a screen on Morant. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3. And they recover it. Here's Okogie. It's Durant with a drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, this is the problem. Durant can beat you with the jumper or the drive, so you really don't know how to defend him because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Lets it fly. And another basket for Memphis.
A very efficient offensive player. The defense must respect Morant's ability to hit this one.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. The 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And here's Morant outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Here's Okogie. Back to Paul. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Outside Morant. Driving inside. The Suns clear it.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Booker finds Durant. Off the mark there with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Memphis, Booker with a screen on Morant. Looking to end this cold spell. And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Durant with a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Durant. There's a screen. Driving to the basket. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, appearing in control. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Brooks from outside. The rebound by Devin Booker. The Suns trailing. And it's Paul off the drive. And stolen by Morant. He takes it in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled, and coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under
Be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Morant.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
And so here's Phoenix. 11-point game. Paul with it. Jackson in his pocket. Okogie on the wing. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. With the second effort. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. To the middle. They shoot again. Booker can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Up and in on the layup. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Booker for 3. Paul against Morant. Outside for Booker. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Phoenix calls timeout.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense. and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy, and it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Paul against Morant. Here's Durant going inside, and Durant with the big finish.
What quickness by KD on the drive, cutting up the defense with that shot.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And here's Morant. Down low, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Now here's Morant. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And they'll keep possession. Outside Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Morant with it. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
First team foul.
Paul passes to Aiden. Here's Okogie. Back to Aiden. Outside for Booker. Durant with a screen on Bane. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Third team foul.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Now Morant.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. Second personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good.
Ja Morant taking 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. Fires the three. Off target. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior.
they play well. David, thanks. So the Clippers win the tip. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
Morant surveying the D. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Now Covington, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Here's Leonard, back to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. One's on Morant.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Brooks finds Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, Leonard. Down low, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Clippers getting the bucket. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. Here's George. And yes, it's good.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
That's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Now, here's Zubac. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Westbrook. 8-point game. Outside, Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bain with it. Westbrook picks him up. Brooks kicks to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Left side, George. Stolen by Brooks. Morant finds Bain. Now Brooks, defended by George. Back to Bain. There's the three. Memphis moving that ball around. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
It's George on the wing. Brooks covering. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with the ball, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Westbrook passes to Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the shot is good.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant against Westbrook. Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. Oh.
You gotta love the way he just powered that one down. You know what, to use a Kevin Harlan phrase, he sucked the gravity right out of the building.
You say it very well.
What a great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Westbrook dishes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Westbrook kicks to George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Leonard. Here's Westbrook. Outside for George. Second chance shot. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking helpless.
Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Leonard looking around. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And a wide open look for Bain. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Morant kicks to Bain. Out to Morant. Stolen by Westbrook.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over it.
Brooks outside. Here's Adams, and the rejection by Zubac. And here's Leonard from three. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 8 points. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Here's George, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. They need this. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers leading by 16. George passes to Covington. Back to George. Stolen by Brooks. Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
They set the pick. Here's Westbrook, and he goes big with the tap right over Ja Morant.
And he keeps diligently working hard to try and perfect that part of his game. Westbrook can't help but to make guys look a little foolish off the bounce.
Bain kicks to Adams. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Feeds to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got his first points in this one.
Well, Adams, with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Jackson against Leonard. Pass to George. Charity stripe shot. Good as the jump shot falls. George has got 17 now.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant kicks to Bain. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Bain. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
Stolen by Brooks. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Clippers ahead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great.
22. The Clippers, 38.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lou's going with. They got Powell, Plumlee out there with Batum. Then there's Gordon, and it's Highland in at the point guard. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Clippers leading by 16. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
And for Memphis, they're shooting in this game 45%. Jones up top. Passes it to Kennard. For three. Batum grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Gordon kicks to Powell. Here's Highland. Defended by Jones. To the paint. Ball stolen. Kennard, the pass to Concho. And the three off target. LA's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. The shot by Williams, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And working on that upper body strength, Plumlee has a great build and is converting through contact.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Jones, the pass to Concho. The Clippers grab the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Powell, no one around him, trains the three-pointer. Powell's got 5.
Good play by Powell, just a strong field to take the three that time.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Brooks kicks to Morant. To halt the run. Excellent D there from George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
And I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Morant drives in.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Plumlee sets the pick for Westbrook. The pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And here's George for 3. Here's Plumlee, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Plumlee's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Grizzlies have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Morant with it. George picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman.
Both free throws good from Morant. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. George against Brooks. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Morant. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. Back to Leonard. Fires it up. And it falls over the rim and in. Leonard's got 10 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now Westbrook. And here's George for 3.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Clippers leading by 23. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clock at 6. Leonard the pass to Plumlee. Morant outside. Great open look there. Morant's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Grizzlies.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
A nice shot by George.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Morant against George. The 15-footer. And here's Brooks from outside. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is pumping on the glass, getting after it.
Westbrook kicks to George. From outside, off the mark. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks with no one around. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And here's Leonard. Outside, George. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And you see Paul George just focused that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Pass to Brooks from past the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Covington passes to George. Back to Covington. Elbow shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Covington doesn't have to have the ball to help you, but you do want him occasionally to get touches and keep him engaged.
And both free throws good for Covington. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Morant finds Bain from deep three-point range, and it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Bain. Brooks has got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Back to Westbrook. Here's George. The long distance three is buried. George has got 25 points in the game.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Leonard with no one around. Off target with his three. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
From deep, Brooks. Here's Adams to end the run. On the wing, Bain. Morant against George. And that one's good, Morant.
And with the pace that Morant plays with, that mid-range is a great option. He can surprise defenders expecting Ja to drive it.
Westbrook passes to George. Covington, a screen on Brooks. Pass to Covington. Jacks up a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Morant right side. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the man. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce in your step. And it's the Suns to start out. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now Leonard. Here's Covington. And Ayton pulls it down. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such... a list for your team, having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Here's George. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Here's Zubac. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okogie. Booker. And the tip in on the offensive boards.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Now here's George. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide open man on that one.
Here's Booker. Hits the trifecta. Booker's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Oh, and the dunk by George.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
Outside Booker. The kick to Durant. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
George outside. Here's the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And this is what makes George a star. His confidence rising and firing off the catch.
Okogie on the wing. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's George. Give him 8 points now. From deep. No good. The Suns go the other way with it.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Paul. It's good. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
And Zubac drops them both. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. Releases. Booker no good. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. It's George with the drive. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Durant, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
George outside. Leonard left side. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Booker with a screen on Westbrook. Outside for Booker. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot, and the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Now here's George. Give him 8. Zubats. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Durant against Leonard. Elbow shot. And another basket for Phoenix.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
And here's Zubats outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Suns ahead. They lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And between Jason Kidd and LeBron James, RJ, you played with some incredible passers in your day. What was that like, running alongside those guys?
Well, it's just amazing. Jason Kidd, LeBron James, these guys can get you the ball when you don't even know that you're open. That's what's fun. And it's even more fun kind of sitting back and watching them and seeing how they read the floor. Two of the greatest to ever do it.
Phoenix calls timeout. Clippers trail. Westbrook outside. George outside. Here he goes. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Paul. Back to Okogie. It's Booker on the wing. And Booker throws it down.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Westbrook with it. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Durant against Leonard, who poked away. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. And the Suns shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Paul passes to Durant. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Off target at the rim. George outside. Outside Covington. Leonard outside from deep three-point range. Phoenix grabs the miss. Okogie into the lane, and that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Out to Leonard. Plenty of space. And the jumper is on the mark. Leonard's got 6.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Give give him 8.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3. All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Down low. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Okogie's got 7 now in this quarter. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to George. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiden's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Okogie. Ball against Westbrook. And Paul gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Phoenix lead.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
To halt the run. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. On the wing, Durant. He's got 5. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Pass to Okogie. Left side, Paul. Shoots over Westbrook. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. George, a screen on Paul. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
With an efficient jump shot and limitless confidence, man, I'll tell you what, George is a threat from just about anywhere on the floor.
Here's Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 8.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Covington, no good. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Paul passes to Durant. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, solid D from Leonard. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And Paul gets it to go.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
George outside. No luck on that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break up 12.
22. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
High post Plumlee. Here's Highland. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Back to Ross. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Shemin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Clock at 4. Warren. That shot is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
Terrence Ross. First personal foul. First team foul.
Powell outside. Gordon outside. Clock at 6. Back to Powell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
That one's off. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside call. The kick to Durant. On the take.
Oh, yes. Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Pass to Highland. Powell outside. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here are the Suns now to the middle. Outside Paul. From 18 feet away. And the basket is good. Paul's got 12.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
Westbrook right side. And he lays it up and in. Westbrook's gotten his second bucket.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Okogie on the wing. The 3-ball. The offensive rebound.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. George with it. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Zubac with the steal. Leonard on the wing. There's the drive. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. George with a steal. And he's all alone. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker.
The defense George provides is huge, using his length and instincts to come away with the steals.
Pass to Paul. The kick to Durant. 4-3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's George. And Durant with the block.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's Leonard, and he drives in. Oh, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops it first. And Leonard drops them both. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And here's Paul. 12 points for him. Pass to Aiden. Got a hand on it. And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Phoenix calls timeout. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Aiden in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
You love how Westbrook commits to his selections, not letting anything distract him on the three-point shot.
Paul passes to Durant. Booker with a screen on Leonard. Outside for Booker. There's the three. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
For 3, Covington. And stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. Aiden inside. He's guarded by Zubats. Pass to Okogie. Booker against Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Booker goes in. And the shot goes down. And now an 11-point Suns lead.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Zubats with a screen on Booker. George. And the layup falls. George has got 20 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Durant against Leonard. Left side Durant. They get it back. Here's Aiden. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And the Suns lead by 11.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
George finds Zubats. Kicks it to George. Takes it inside. Okogie pulls down the board.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
You love his attack mentality. Never settling, always keeping the pressure on.
Zubats with a screen on Booker. Here's George. That one goes. Count it. 22 points for him.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Now here's Booker. Pass to Durant. The kick out to Paul. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Westbrook, the pass to George. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Covington. Second chance effort. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And it's good for 2. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
In the paint, Westbrook's agility makes him a tough cover. He just slips past the D and gets his shot.
George against Paul. The Clippers grab the miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Leonard against Durant. Jacks up a 3. And Aiden pulls it down.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
From the wing, Durant, no good. George against Booker. George passes to Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook against Booker. Six to shoot. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. Leonard outside. No good on the triple. So the Suns win it. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
lesser teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Now here's Booker, Ayton in the corner. Back to Booker. The feed to Ayton. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's KD. Booker, right side. Shot clock at 5. Inside Leaner. Bank shot, no good. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Morant looking around. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Ball outside. Over Morant. Paul's shot is off. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 6 to shoot. Brooks with no one around. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to KD. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ball passes to Ayton. For 3, a Kobe. It's not going to go for him. Memphis leading by 6. Morant finds Bain. Back to Morant. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Finding a little rhythm here. They have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Shoots over Morant. Paul can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
weakness. Screen on Jackson. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot to stop the run. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
Morant against Paul. Outside for Jackson. Payne for three. Rebound by the Suns.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Booker. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Morant for three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Brooks finds Adams. Morant outside. The three. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And stolen by Booker. Morant with the steal. And here's Brooks from outside. Jackson down low. Good work defensively by KD. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns, you stand.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant in Bane. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Good on the three-point shot.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Ball passes to Booker. Goes straight to the defender for the double. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Payne kicks to Morant. Pocket 6. And he drives in, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
For three, Booker hits it from three-point range. Booker's got 8 points. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Here's Paul. Booker outside. There's the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. A putback, and Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Pass to Brooks. Now Morant launches it. Morant with another miss. Paul passes to KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Brooks from outside. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A simple conclusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers. Your Suns dancers dance team.
Ball passes to Booker. All alone. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Traps in the tray. Morant's got 20.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And Booker kicks the ball. Pass to a Kobe.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
It's hard to contain KD when he's going for a dunk. He's long and athletic.
Here's Morant. 20 points for him. Jackson finds Morant. Outside, Dane. 5 to shoot. Memphis moving it around. And then Morant slams it in.
The awareness Morant has. Even in tough situations, he finds a way to score.
Out to the right wing. Ayton dishes to Paul. Here's Durant. Here he goes. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Paul kicks to Booker. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
And the Suns call time here.
Let me hear you get loud for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
Suns trail by 8.
All right, Suns fans.
Ball outside.
Round of applause for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
Outside for Durant. And that one off the back of the rim and in. That's now 8 points for KD.
Very assertive KD is. He's ready to fire fast off the catch.
Out to Brooks. Morant against Paul. Brooks the pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. Just 3 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. Out to Brooks. Passes it to Jackson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And finished up by Morant.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Here's Paul. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Baisley in a power forward. Kennard's shot is off. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 3. And there's the pass to Landale. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones looking for an opening to the middle. From deep. No good on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. It's tipped. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Now Ross, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Shamet. Over in the corner, Warren. Another three for Phoenix.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Loudest section of the arena is free t-shirts. Make some noise, Phoenix, for your Sun Breaker Dance Crew. Fans, that was yours.
90 seconds now into the second half. And here's Jones. Kennard on the wing. Back to Jones. Pass to Kennard. Will it go? Here's Tillman. And no good that time.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
Landry Shamet.
He hits both from the stripe.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Passes it to Concho. Outside, Jones. The pass to Concho. Kicks it out to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Count that one. Kennard's got his first basket.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Suns.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense right on him. Excellent D there from Williams.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Here's Concho. And a miss there on the triple. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Ross. It's deflected. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Williams with a clean look. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Ball against Morant. Ball passes to Booker. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Paul. Bane inside the three-point line. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three. Love watching Chris work in that mid-range area. Does a great job of carving out space for his shot.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Feeds it to Ayton. Booker outside. Outside for Durant. 5 on the clock. With the drive. And they recover it. Pass to Okogie. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And now it's a 3-point Suns lead. Morant outside. The dish to Adams. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Tipped away. Paul with the steal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
Oh, clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Morant outside. And there's the drive.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Here's KD. And finished up by KD.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams at the 5 spot.
It is unreal how consistent Kevin Durant is from range. He'll go to the arc any chance he gets.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball, and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Paul. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Out to Brooks. There's the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters. They come through in those positions.
Katie, a screen on Bain. From outside the arc, Okogie for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Outside for KD. Low block shot, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Ball against Morant. Outside for Jackson. Brooks outside. Launches it to the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Morant passes to Adams, and they pick up 2.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Paul looking around. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Suns lead by 7. Morant outside. Oh, that was something else.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Paul outside. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Morant finds Jackson. Driving inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
There's a minute 34 left in the 4th. Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Morant passes to Brooks. Jackson has the open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Jackson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving 3?
59 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Booker the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Morant. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Outside Durant. Ayton sets the pick for KD. 2 free throws coming, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, it's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Because of his talent, any team KD is on, they will always have a chance to compete. Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Shoots over KD. Jackson misses. Ayton with it. So the Suns win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, after